On Tuesday at Kelly Shorts, it was senior night, and the Chippewas debuted these helmets to go along with an all-white uniform. Central Michigan took down Ohio 27-20 and became bowl eligible this season. We'll take a look at the game coming up next on Chippewa Rewind.
You know what to do!
Fight Central down the field. Fight for victory. Fight fellows every year. We're with you, varsity. Rah, rah, rah. Onward with pencil. Our colors will be true. Woo! Fight for moment and goal. Down the field for CMU.
Welcome into Chippewa Rewind, a huge win for Central Michigan. I'm Adam Jackson. This is Coach John Bonamigo, and Coach, you had 3 difficult losses. It's senior night, though, on Tuesday evening, and you pull out a big victory against Ohio. What did you think the difference was?
I think it was our approach to the game. I think as a program, sometimes you kind of go through these growing phases, and the bye week or the mini bye gave us a chance to really evaluate some things, have some conversations, do some soul searching, and really get back to what was important to us. And I thought that our players embraced that. I think we had great leadership out of our senior class. We've had that all year, and that showed up in that game. And I challenged them. We challenged them as a staff to come out and show great energy and play with a lot of passion. And I believe that we did that. And in doing so, I think that we reestablished our identity. We had gotten away from it a little bit for 3 weeks, but we reestablished who we are, how we want to play, and that competitive fire that we know that's expected from us each time we take the field.
Part of that identity has been established by the seniors in this program. They pick up a win on their final night in Kelly Shorts Stadium. How special was that?
It was great. That class, everything that they've done, what they've accomplished, we felt like it was really important for us to be able to send them out on a positive note, send them out winners. We're able to do that for their last game here at Kelly Shorts. It's always a special time for any senior playing their last game on their home field. And we still have work to do. And, that gives us 6 wins, makes us bowl eligible. But as I told the team afterwards in the locker room, that doesn't mean we're bowl guaranteed. We still have one more regular season game to play and prepare for. And hopefully that will lead us to a bowl berth.
And how about the uniforms? How did you think those looked?
Well, I thought they were great. It's interesting how that all came about with Adidas and with our athletic director, Dave Hickey. We were one of only 5 teams in the country that were selected to wear these ice white uniforms. So we were in the company with UCLA, Texas A&M, Mississippi State, and Indiana. And so we were able to unveil those to the team on Sunday morning. They really didn't have an idea what was coming. It was a fun thing to do, and I think it gave us a little bit of extra juice, which was, which is always a great thing to have.
The Chippewas unveiled the all-white ice uniforms on ESPN2 on Tuesday night. Let's take a look at the game footage, and we start with a huge stop early on, a 4th and 1 for Ohio, and you force a fumble.
Yeah, this was huge. We started off with the ball, didn't have much success early on, had to punt it down to them. They ended up getting a drive. They're in the red zone, and then they turn it over here, and we're able to get the fumble. The fumble was actually caused by Tony Anise coming up from the safety position, delivers a great hit on the ball, and then Malik Fountain is the one who ends up falling on it. And it's great to be able to start the game off with defensive turnover like that.
They're able to stop you, and they get the football back. And again, one fumble, and here comes another. This one, Joe Osman recovers.
Yeah, this is a great call. We're actually slanting right into the direction where they're running the option. So you can see Jabari Dean's in position. Tyree Waller's right there. We've got Josh Cox coming up from the corner position. So we've got the option well defended. It's a poor pitch. Ball ends up on the ground. And we got a lot of white jerseys right there around the football. We're doing a great job here of hustling and pursuit and running to the football. And when you do those things, good things happen. And so Joey's actually the one that ends up recovering recovering the fumble. We're in the red zone, and right now we're in scoring position, and we're able to capitalize on it.
Coach, you pointed out the athletic director's speed at NIU earlier this year. How about the vertical from you on the sideline?
I don't know if you'd call that much vertical, but I was pretty excited, and I got up about as high as I could, which isn't very high.
2-3 inches maybe?
I'm going to give myself 6.
Either way, the Chippewas get the football, and Brian Evie continuing to build off his success at Miami. This is a tough one, 40 yards, and he nets it through.
Yeah, this is a good snap and hold. Ball's on the right hash, which is not always as favorable for a right-footed kicker, but Brian does a nice job there converting that opportunity. It's important against this team, against a good Ohio University defense, to be able to come away with points. And
Chippewas are up 3-0, a low-scoring defensive battle as we head to the second quarter, and Corey Willis, who leads this team in reception yardage, comes up with a terrific catch.
This was a great throw and catch, and you know, we do a nice job here with the play action. You can see the linebackers sucking up there, and you know, Cooper lays that ball out perfectly, and Corey just does an outstanding job of adjusting to the ball in flight, makes the catch. I thought he was in. I thought he'd get his 10th touchdown, but they ruled it down at the 1-yard line, and then Jarre finished it up 2 plays later.
8 catches for 109 yards for Corey Willis, and here is that touchdown from Jarre Hayes up over the top.
A little bit better vertical than I had, with good push there inside. He finds a lane, he's able to get up over the top in the end zone, and we're up 10-0.
So Chippewas are indeed up 10-0, and then it continues. About 5 minutes left. You get the stop, drive down, and then Tyler Conklin, one of his 2 touchdowns, makes it 17-0.
Yeah, this was one of the more impressive drives of the night. We had some success on the ground. I think Jarre had about 3 carries that you know, that all popped. We were clicking really well here. This particular play, you know, Cooper's able to find Tyler over the middle. Easy throw and catch for him, touchdown, and things are looking good going into the second half.
So 17-0. The Bobcats do add a field goal late in that first half. You take a 14-point lead into the break. How were you feeling taking a 14-point lead and against the MAC East leaders?
Well, we felt good. Obviously, it's great anytime you can go into the half with any kind of lead, especially against a good football team, which Ohio is. But we also knew that we had a lot, you know, there was still a lot of game left. You know that they're a good football program, a well-coached team, that they're going to come out in the second half and compete. So the message was, you know, let's keep doing the things that we're doing. Let's keep our foot on the gas pedal. Let's put it all the way down, and let's not show any let up whatsoever, and just keep playing as hard as we possibly can, and do everything that we can necessary to come bring the win home.
A tight second half coming up. We'll show you how the Chippewas pulled it out. Coming up next on Chippewa Rewind.
The game is bigger than quick hands, breakaways, or finger rolls. It's bigger than layouts, sellouts, and shooting the lights out. It's bigger than cannons, bells, and wagon wheels in any stadium, field, or score. Because when you play the game for the integrity of the sport, with character, honor, and heart, the game is bigger than just a game. It's a foundation for life.
We're back on Chippewa Rewind. Central Michigan in front 17-3, and Coach, they go on a good drive here. Take about 5 minutes off the clock and end it with 6.
Yeah, we helped them with penalty on that drive too, and they really dialed up a great call here. We're in a blitz situation, so we're in man coverage, and they dial up a tunnel screen here, so we end up getting blocked, being in man-to-man coverage by the lineman pulling up on the screen.
Give credit to your guys, though. They come right back down in front by 7, and another fantastic catch from Corey Willis on the sideline.
Yeah, this is another great job with the play action. Again, you can see it affects the linebackers. Corey's able to get even with the corner. Coop does a nice job again of putting it out there where Corey's really the only person that can get to it. He does a fantastic job of adjusting to the ball in flight again. It's one of the things that Corey does really well. He's not just sure-handed and runs great routes, but he does a great job of adjusting to the ball in flight there, and is able to come down with the catch in another first down.
Real accurate night for Cooper Rush, 25 for 32, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and here's another terrific throw on a 3rd and 11.
Yep, again, this one goes for 18. This is a great concept here. You can see Corey is basically on an in-breaking route at the slot receiver. That brings the underneath coverage inside, and now that opens up a nice throwing window for Cooper to hit Mark on the dig route, which is just a little bit deeper. That times up nicely. We get a good throwing window. Again, had a nice clean pocket, and we're moving the chains again.
A 2nd and 11, and Ja Rain makes a nice move and gets to their 8-yard line.
Yeah, we felt like it was going to be important to have some draw plays, and to take a little bit off of that pass rush. You know, here again, you get the play action. You know, Cooper has to step up to avoid the rush. He's able to check it down to Ja Rain, who makes the linebacker who has him in coverage miss, and he's able to pick up about another 8 yards, and we're down in the red zone again.
A fumble ends up backing you up. Brian hits a 33-yarder. It's 20-10. They then come all the way back, tie it at 20. At that point, you had been up 17-0. They come back to tie, 4th quarter. What was the mood of the team like on the sideline?
Well, the message to both offense and defense was, you know, we gave up a big play defensively. We had gone 3 and out offensively. We're not going to let those setbacks define who we are in this football game. We've done a lot of great things. Let's just keep playing. Just take these next plays, this next series, play it one play at a time as hard as we can. We know we can compete with this team. We know we're better than this team. We can beat this team. And let's just focus on our execution.
Midway through the 4th quarter, the Chippewas continue to battle, and Tuesday night, Sports Center top 10 number 1 play. Here it is, Coach. Take us through it.
This, you know, again, we get in jumbo personnel here, so we actually have three tight ends on the field. We bring Tyler in motion, so we're able to, you know, Cooper's able to see that he's got man coverage on him, and it's just a simple fade route. The corner's got pretty good position on him. I thought that we might get a pass interference call here. We don't get that, but you know, Tyler obviously comes up with, you know, one of the greatest catches I've ever seen, and that's saying a lot. So, great job. Just an excellent throw and catch, and you know, sensational play. It was a difference in the ball game. 2nd
time this year he's been in the top 10. Oklahoma State, he had that one-hander as well. So
yeah, he's a great player. You know, just keeps getting better all the time. Tenacious competitor, very confident, and he works very, very hard in everything that he does, and so really pleased with him, the success he's having. And you know, again, I don't know where his ceiling is. I think he just keeps getting better and better all the time.
Conklin's success certainly showing his hard work paying off. 6 touchdowns this year for Tyler. And then the defense really starts to settle in late in the game. They need to make stops, and Joe Osman had a big night. Here's his first
I thought our defense played outstanding all night, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 plays. And you know, those things happen in football games. But I thought our pass rush was tenacious. I thought we played the option very well. You know, Joey's a big part of that. I mean, he's an energizer bunny. You talk about guys that work hard, like Tyler Conklin, like Cooper Rush. You know, Joey's right in there. I mean, this guy's just an unbelievable worker, unbelievable competitor, tough as they come. And he just had a great night the other day, and really proud of him, and it was great to see him get some sacks.
That sack came on a 4th down, and again, another moment where your team is challenged. You put the ball on the turf, a fumble gives it to him at midfield, but your team responds, and Joey gets another sack here.
Again, great job here coming off the edge. Beats the tackle cleanly with a little bit of a stutter flash, you know, flash and go move. Is able to beat him around the corner and gets a clean hit on the quarterback, takes him down. And now it's fourth and goal, 4th and 13 from the 15-yard line. 34 seconds left. You know, we need one stop. one play, and it's a game over.
Yeah, and here it is, Chippewas in front by 7, and your true freshman, Sean Bunting, with his second interception in the season to seal it.
Well, you know, Sean gets the pick, but this is a great effort by everybody on the defense. Again, we get great pressure by Mike Dana and Joey on the edge. I think that's Nate Brissenfast who's coming free on the inside. So the quarterback's not comfortable in the pocket. He kind of is trying to break free. You know, throws it off his back foot, floats it up there, and then Sean, you know, showing some great vertical jump, a lot better than mine on the sideline, goes up, plucks it out of the air, comes down with it, and then alertly takes a knee. You know, again, a situation that we rehearse, a situation we practice, and from there it's just one victory formation, and we bring home the win.
Coach, what was it like to be able to celebrate with your seniors after getting your 6th win of the season on Tuesday night?
It's great, and you know, those kids have put in a tremendous amount of work into this program, and it was great for them. But it was awesome to see our underclassmen step up and play for those seniors.
Well, as Coach mentioned, the Chippewas are bowl eligible. They're not bowl guaranteed yet. In order to do that, they can move on with a victory against Eastern Michigan potentially this Tuesday. We'll take a look at the Eagles when we come back. Hey CMU fans, experience Central Michigan University and all there is to do on campus by visiting Ticket Central, your one-stop shop for all your favorite CMU events. Ticket Central staff is ready to greet you with a smile and assist you with all your ticketing needs. Whether it be for athletic events, plays, concerts, and much more, we've got you covered. For further information, you can visit the atrium of the Event Center Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or give us a call at 888-347-3872. At Ticket Central, we're here to help get you wherever you want to go. Central Michigan now 6-5 on the season and one more regular season game left. It's another rivalry game for your team. Eastern Michigan, you're headed to Ypsilanti to take on a very much improved Eagle team this season. What do you know about Chris Creighton and Eastern Michigan?
Well, I think much improved is probably an understatement. I think it's one of the biggest turnarounds in college football. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they've won 2 games in the first 2 years, and now they've already got 6 wins. You know, they've done a fantastic job of building that roster. They're getting the very most out of their play calling and their players. You know, it ain't bragging if you've done it. They've beaten some good football teams. They're playing really well. And, you know, we're excited to travel down to Ypsilanti and play them, and it should be a great football game.
Western Michigan, certainly a huge rivalry for your team. Do you get the guys extra motivated and ready to go for another in-state rivalry this week?
I think it's important for us to play the 2 in-state teams, but I think for us right now the motivation is to stay on this ascending path that we're on. We feel like we exercised some demons this past week. We're on the right track. Like I said, we reestablished our identity, and we want to build on that. And so it's not so much about who we're playing, it's about how we choose to play and how we prepare. And you know, this is the next game on our schedule. So we will prepare. We will play hard, and we will do everything we can to, you know, get this all-important 7th win.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck to you and your team as you head to Ypsilanti.
Well, thanks very much, and I just want to say again thank you to the students that did show up. Pretty good crowd on a cold night, school night, and a pint night. So we'll see you back in Kelly Shorts next fall. Until then, make sure you follow us on television, and thanks for everyone for their support, and fire up Chips.
All right, make sure you catch Coach and the Chippewas one last time in the regular season as they take on Eastern Michigan 7 o'clock next Tuesday, and then join us the following couple days after as we'll break it all down on Chippewa Rewind. For Coach John Bonamigo, I'm Adam Jacksa. Have a wonderful week and fire up Chips.